Hello, everybody. Dennis Prager here, and the second hour of my show each Wednesday is titled The Male-Female Hour, 4 times a year. Oddly enough, coinciding with the seasons, I have Alison Armstrong on the show. Alison Armstrong is unique, and that is the reason for her unique status on the program. And the subject today, and again, she is available. You can contact her through AlisonArmstrong.com. However, it is 1 L, not 2. Your parents simply decided to be different, I assume.
Maybe they couldn't afford another consonant.
That is such a good point. That is true. Consonants were expensive in those days. I recall that. Vowels were very
1960,
cheap. Yeah. That was the year of the consonant. I'll never forget.
There's
the year of the rat, the year of the turtle. This was the year of the consonant. So, also just at our website as well, DennisPrager.com, we have a link to her, and she does these terrific life-changing seminars. Okay, so now we're talking about emasculating men, and the first thing you dealt with is not what women do to do that and how they do it, but why they do it.
Yeah, and that talking about the triggers.
And that is, I just want to say, because I like to repeat what you say for me and for listeners, repetition is the mother of pedagogy. It's one of my favorite lines. And that is that we are just bigger than you and frightening.
You're bigger, you're stronger, and you're intrusive.
Intrusive, that you added now. You gave the example of the man you sat next to. He was intrusive. Mm-hmm. But that may be, I would assume, isn't that true for many? But the first two are true for nearly all men. But what does intrusive mean? We invade your space, so to speak, to use a terrible cliche?
Well, it has to do with pressure. And it's one of the things that very few men know about themselves. There are some men who've been told that they're really intense, and they've been told to dial back. But even a mild-mannered man emits pressure. There's mental pressure and emotional pressure and physical pressure. And when you're frustrated, for example, the pressure that you emit. I mean, feminine consciousness is very different than male consciousness. We've talked about this before. Mm-hmm. We don't focus. But what it means that we do is we connect. We have like a field of consciousness, if you will. And we're very sensitive to the mental and emotional and physical states of everything around us. And as a man, when you're frustrated, for example, the pressure that you emit is magnified, and we feel it, and it can throw us off, especially if, like most women, we take it personally. We think you're frustrated with us or that you're mad at us.
But if a woman is frustrated and angry, the man in her life will think she's angry at him.
Yeah, and worse than that is if she's frustrated and angry or perpetually unhappy. And, you know, it's the one show you and I have never done is talked about women and happiness. If she keeps being unhappy, then his conclusion is that he's not good enough.
That's correct. All right, so it works for both sexes. But let's get back, because it's such a vast theme. Okay, so we understand some of the genesis of the desire to emasculate a man, which is weaken, as you
to weaken him out of fear. And then there's others. There's 3 more motivations for emasculating men, and there's intentional and unintentional. So intentional is out of fear. There's an intent. We intentionally weaken you out of fear. We also, and this is very sad, will emasculate you to punish you. Because we're hurt and we're angry because we think you know the right thing to do and you're purposely not doing it. We think, since you're just a big hairy woman, that you know everything I know and you're sensitive to everything I'm sensitive to, and you're not picking up that sock just to aggravate me or because you don't care about me, or you're ignoring me while you're watching the ball game because you don't love me enough or care about me enough or respect me enough to pay attention. So there's all this